Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Gonna get started here in just a second. Still have to set a few things up. Testing a few things. For some reason, my streaming software is acting up, so just making sure everything works before we begin. It's weird because I haven't changed any of the settings since yesterday. Actually, I haven't changed any settings at all. So we'll see what's going on here. Just gonna let it kinda, I guess, buffer for a little bit, make sure that everything is perfectly fine. We don't want to have any issues during the race. That would not be good. Yes, so hold on a second. Give me a few minutes. We will start the server. Like I said, just trying to get some stuff set up here. Make sure everything is working without any issues. I actually think it's working. But yeah, we've got like 3 hours of streaming coming up, so I don't want this to mess up. Give me just like one more minute, and then we're gonna start going through the whole car list, make sure everybody has the same exact car ratings, and we will be closer to starting the truck race. Or the cup race, I'm sorry. The cup race, and then the truck race afterwards. Yeah, Ryan, I know. It is a little early. I haven't started yet. I'm gonna basically gonna go through all of the cars and show everybody the car ratings, and then we're going to open up practice and qualifying a little bit earlier, but we're starting no later than 6 p.m. Eastern Time, so like 26 more minutes. Might start maybe 15 or 20 minutes from now. So, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to kind of get on the ball and be on time. I have a about a 3 hour and 55 minute time window for both races. The cup race probably is going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and the truck race right around about 1 hour. So, I mean, it's going to be cutting it kind of close, I guess. But yeah, I just don't want to start later than 6. So, but yeah, we're not green flag yet or anything. So anyway, like I said, we're going to go through the car ratings here. Actually, we're going to do the truck ratings as well. Everything has to be 40, 60 is what we're looking for. I went through just a little bit ago, and I forget what the tool's called. I think it's some NASCAR 2003 tool that changes the car ratings around. And I went ahead and changed all of my rosters. But this usually takes a few minutes, so especially with the truck series as well. Oh geez, there's an echo. I had no idea I was echoing. Alright, if it gets annoying or something, or if it's too echoey, let me know. I'll turn my volume down. Sometimes, like, I guess I talk too loud. I guess that's what it is. I have no idea. I guess the echo sound kind of could kind of represent like a track announcer, like at the actual races. I guess. I have no idea. There's the Clash winner, Jacob Britt. Won that yesterday. Yeah, I know that 17 is really really cool. The other paint schemes for that 17 are pretty neat too, but that one is, I think, by far the best one. And the 42 scheme as well. If anybody says anything later on about seeing like the duplicate car ratings as well, that's perfectly fine. Um, they're all the same. I just am going through each person, I guess, one at a time. So I mean, if like a different paint scheme wins the race, I don't mind showing everybody the car ratings for that driver. Hopefully the stream doesn't lag tonight. I don't know if it ever has lagged. I'm using an Ethernet cable this time, and I'm the only one here, like at the house. Normally, there's a few people on Wi-Fi, and I don't know. It just seems like it lags every once in a while. Yeah, there's two trucks I really like. Actually, no, one truck. It's this one here, the 10. I really like the 90 or no, the 62 of Burned and Gone in the Cup Series. I really like that scheme. I think that's probably my favorite Cup scheme. There's like a purple, blue, and black one or something. That one's pretty neat. Hopefully no one is mad that we're starting a little bit earlier. But I will post highlight videos from the truck race and the cup race. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better than the Clash highlight video. That one kind of was put together like really quick. I had to go to work, so. Alright, we're almost at the end of the list. Hey Jacob, how are you doing? And that should be it. There we go. So, just went through all of the cars and the trucks. Oh. Alright, so we need 80 laps here for Daytona. All the other settings are right. Hey, someone subscribed to the channel. Whoever that is, thank you. And hopefully everybody watching enjoys the race. So we're not going to watch the whole practice session. Just going to kind of, maybe for like 5 or 10 minutes. A lot of cars on pit road. See who has a fast car here. Meanwhile. A lot of cars starting to a lot of cars starting to peel off of pit road. My gosh, I can't even talk right now. So, we'll see how they all stack up once they get up to speed. Guys, there are a lot of new drivers in this series. So, 19 drivers from the first season are not in season number 2, both Cup and Truck series. That is a very crazy amount of drivers. That's close to half of the drivers. So we have a lot of new people in the series, which is really cool. It's cool to see a lot of new faces. But the thing that really surprised me, the first 5 drivers I'm about to name off were in the top 10 in points last season. So Simon Zernato finished 3rd. You have Felix Boucher, Josh Hardiman, Brett Taylor, and Tim Brannigan. They were all in the top 10. Then you have Tina Livingston, Hugo Jimenez, who won the pole last season at Daytona. You have Cesar Ramirez, Robbie Bannister, Dawson Montenegro, Kagan Polshiner, Sean Howe, Jacob Johnson, Alex Bruno, Clint Spillman, Randon Pickett, Aiden O'File, Darwish Jr., and Brian Lancaster. So, yeah, all those drivers didn't make it. Now, there's probably, I'd say maybe 9 people out of that list I just named that are my friends that I kind of, I guess, forced to join in the first season. But still, there's like 8 or 9, 10, something like that, drivers that I don't actually know. So, I don't know, it really surprised me. So I see a decent pack right here. See if there's any other packs of cars on the track. Everyone, it looks like, is just kind of single file. There's a lot of cars by themselves. No one's on pit road right now. So we're just going to watch this pack here. 27 cars have taken a lap. The 6 of Logan Gentry has the fastest lap time so far. These cars catching the 43 of Benjamin Wallace. So I think I know in the truck race, it's probably going to be pretty wild, pretty crazy. The cup race, I honestly have no idea. I've done probably 12 or 15 or so mock races in this last week, and I mean, I cannot tell you what it's going to be like. It seems like the race has changed almost every time. So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this race plays out. The truck race is probably gonna be a crazy race. This pack of cars is starting to get bigger. The 43 and the 17 just got caught. So a few more minutes, we're going to start qualifying. We'll see who gets the pole. 80 laps here at Daytona. It is going to be a cool race. I gotta see if I can. Well, I gotta message a few more people real quick, and then we're gonna start qualifying. Oh, someone wrecked or blew up or something. That's the 77. Let's go back and see what happened to him. That's Steve Pollard. Well, Ryan, to answer your question, I think we're gonna see the big one. A crash in practice. Oh wait, all right. So Steve Pollard actually blew up. This is the cool thing about this mod that I really, really like. They blow up and then they kind of get loose and all that kind of stuff. And you see, I think that was Logan York that hit the 77. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? Alright, guys, I'll be back in about 1 or 2 minutes, and then we're going to start qualifying. I'm going to leave it on this, actually, which pack? We're going to leave it on one of these packs of cars. Leave it on this one. See if there's a wreck while I'm gone. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. So 96, Damien Singletary. He has the fastest time in practice. Is there another crash? No, I think that was the... Wait a second. No, okay. No, hold on a second, Ryan. He was actually... Alright, how's everybody doing? We are live here at Daytona. Getting ready for qualifying. We're going to start that right now. So, a lot of new faces here in the Cup Series. The Cup Series, we've got Laura Lee Wiebe, Brendan Hancock, Alex Aves, Alejandro Rodriguez, April Pryor, Matt Riddle, Callie Hancock, Bean Weeby, I'm sorry, Dylan Eberheimen, Nancy Pryor, Lindsey Hancock, Austin Johnson, Robert Pollard, Steve Pollard, Muhammad Abdullah, and Tavis Haken. They are all brand new. They're all rookies to the series. So we have 16 rookies. We have got 24 regulars. Gonna start qualifying. See who gets the pole here at Daytona. So, different stuff for the Cup Series. Last season we had the qualifying races after, or actually at the start of Las Vegas, which was race number 3. Yes, Dakota, you are in the race. You're in the series. I think you're actually in the truck series. I'm not really sure. Hold on. I've got a ton of people. um, but yeah, last season we had the qualifying races, and they were kind of a pain. And this season we are not doing that. So right now, Logan Gentry, that's 6. He has the fastest time. One more lap around, see who gets the pole, if he can hold on to it. And Dakota, I'm not sure. I don't know if you're in the Cup Series. You might be in the truck race. Um, Somebody had picked the 11 already. I think it was, where is he? Alexander. Wait, what's his name? Alejandro. Had picked that number before you had commented. I tried to message you, but it wouldn't. I guess it didn't notify you. Um, you might be in the truck series. I'm not sure how that played out. It was chaos when the signups were posted. It was like less than 9 hours and everything was full. But I know Nancy and April are both in. And I know you had commented and tried to get them into the series. They're both in, so that's a good thing at least. All right, guys. Well, the 6 of Logan Gentry, he gets the pole. Ryan, that is Alejandro Rodriguez. At least that's how I pronounce it. I believe that's right. So, Logan Gentry, Pablo West, front row for both of those drivers in the Cup Series. Look at Logan, he was in the 47s. Alright, guys, here we go. I have to get my list here. A ton of drivers. So, if I pronounce some names wrong, or if I'm a little late to pronouncing some of these names, that's why. So here we go. 80 laps here at Daytona. Let's go right up here to the front of the pack. It only gives you like a minute to do all of this, so it's like really hectic at first. So we have the 6 of Logan Gentry starting first. Second is Pablo West. Third is April Pryor. Fourth is Stephen Pollard the third. you've got the 13 of Matt Riddle making his first start here in the Cup Series. Same with the 12. The 21 of Sarah Rocha, she was in the Clash yesterday, and her car blew up on the starting grid, so hopefully, for her sake, she can make it at least to the green flag. Gave the 96 Damon Singletary the fastest car in practice. 38 of Axel Zero. Got the 37 of Alexander Jones. The 32 of Austin Johnson. The 3 of Tim Hoffman. He had a great car during the Clash. See if he can... there we go. See if he can get back up to the front today. 19 of Dylan Eberheimen. 34 of Bruce Zero. The 4 of Zach Cronin. Got the 1 of Laura Lee Wiebe. The 48 of Ryan Benjamin. The 17 Callie Hancock. Got the 51 of Jeremiah Dwayne. The 8 of Ron Jackson. The 95 Tavis Haken. The 54 of Evan McCollum. The 2 of Stammet Oskin. The 22 of Nancy Pryor. 77 of Steve Pollard. The 18 of Bean Wiebe. Got the 88 of Muhammad Abdullah. The 53 of Logan York. The 20 of Yale Carrillo. 31 of Lindsey Hancock. The 36 of Jacob Britt. You have the 41 of Tyrell Resner. The 00 of Alex Aves. 14 of Cody Rhodes. The 81 of Skylar Rocha. The 62 of John Book. The 9 of Brendan Hancock. The 11 of Alexander Rodriguez on the apron. I believe he might have a tire down. 42 of Hunter Blade. 52 of Robert Pollard. 53 of Benjamin Wallace. And that was the field. Also, guys, on our first break, I will post the website that Logan York made. So you see the 11 there on the apron, already issues for a driver. Alejandro Rodriguez on the apron. So that is going to be a bad start for him already this season. Now, one thing that's new with the Cup Series here, if we do not have a caution by lap number 40, the halfway point of the race, we will throw a caution flag out. Let all of the drivers get everything back together, get fuel and tires if they want. Pit stops will probably begin around lap 30 to lap 38. So we will see how that plays out. Meanwhile, the 6 of Logan Gentry on the pole. He is going to lead the field to the green flag. Second All-Star Offline Racing season underway. Green flag in the air. 10 of Pablo West right above the 6. See, the 3 of Tim Hoffman might have an issue. Man, more issues already for some of these drivers. Tim has a huge issue here. He is slowing up the entire field. Laura Lee Wiebe right behind him. There is the 17 of Callie Hancock. The 8 of Ron Jackson going down low. Already some issues. I'm not sure what's happening with Tim. His car is not up to speed. He's only at 155 miles an hour. So Tim Hoffman getting out of the way now. I'm not sure if he has a mechanical failure or what. But a lot of these drivers trying to sneak by. Meanwhile, up front, there is a big pack of cars that are really far ahead. Not sure what happened with Tim. The first lap, I believe Logan Gentry led. He did just by a nose over April Pryor. So no crash. Look at this, 3 wide now. April Pryor on the bottom of Logan Gentry and Pablo West. She has no drafting help right now. She is going to try to take the lead here at Daytona. See the big run that these cars are going to get. Now Logan Gentry doesn't have any drafting help. Let's check on Tim Hoffman. There's the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. He had an issue. Tim is just extremely slow. He does not have a mechanical issue, I guess. 167 miles an hour. We'll have to see if he's going to come down pit road. Meanwhile, that 12 of April Pryor, she now has the lead. Here comes the 13 of Matt Riddle, one of the new drivers this season. So I don't know. That 3 of Tim Hoffman, he is going to be a huge catastrophe to this field if he is going to stay on the track. Well, April going to fall back. Here comes the 96, Damian Singletary. The pack already 3 wide. We're going to have to see what happens when they catch that 3 car. He might mess this race up. Already early on, we're having some issues. Look at the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne down low, 4 wide already here at Daytona. We've seen this in the Clash. It does not work. It might work here. Jeremiah Dwayne coming out of nowhere to get up into second place. See if he can hold his position. Damian Singletary leading this race right now. So we had the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez on the pace lap. He ended up going down pit road. I believe he had a tire. And then Tim Hoffman had issues at the start. I don't know if maybe he's down a gear or what, but he is like 20, 30 miles an hour slower than the rest of the field. Jeremiah now clearing the pack. Here comes that 19, Dylan Eberheimen. He moves into second. He's trying to take the lead from Jeremiah. Still 3 wide. See the 2 of Sam Oskin in the middle of this pack, that number 2 car. Right below teammate, the 12 of April Pryor. He was the Daytona 500 winner last season. I don't think he is going to be able to win this season. It is a stacked field, and I think it's going to be a lot harder. At 51, Jeremiah Dwayne out front here at Daytona. Already 5 laps in. We've had a lot of drama happen. That outside line looking pretty fast now. You've got Jeremiah, you've got Dylan, and then the 96 of Damian. Couple cars off the pace. Let's go. You see the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. He is up to speed, which is good. Tim Hoffman making his way down to pit road. So we'll have to see if he retires from the race. That is the 54 Evan McCollum. You've got the 41 Tyrell Resner. The 22 of Nancy Pryor. You have a little pack of cars here, about 15 cars. These are all cars that were stuck behind that 3 car on the opening lap. But they are all in their own pack, and this could be the best place to be, really. They're a few seconds behind the main pack. 51, Jeremiah Dwayne still out front. He still leads this race. He's blocking the outside line, the bottom line. So these drivers definitely are going to need the lap 40 caution if we don't have a caution before that. Now, we are not going to do stage racing this season with the Cup Series, as you see the 19 Dylan Eberheimen getting the lead from Jeremiah. No stage racing. However, the Truck Series will have stage racing. That will be later tonight. We have a stacked race tonight for you. Stacked field for the trucks and the Cup. So, Dylan Eberheimen, he led that lap that time. Jeremiah is still on the outside. He's getting pushed by Matt Riddle. Skylar Rocha right behind the 13 car. He's in that 81. Skylar had a pretty quick car during the Clash until he was involved in that wreck on lap 13. Right now, though, it looks like Jeremiah Dwayne might have the best car at the moment. If you look on your top left, you see the scoring, the standings. There's 11th through 20th place. We're going to, every once in a while, go through the field and let you guys see where your drivers are. Jeremiah's still out front here. They are catching a couple cars. So you see right now, 25 cars in this main pack. There's another pack that's about 5 seconds behind this group. You will see them here shortly. You see that 11 car, the FedEx car, just out of frame now. He is 1 lap down. Well, he is going to be a lap down here shortly if we don't get a caution. That's the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez. So Tim Hoffman is 1 lap down. He's in this race still. Alejandro about to go another lap. Well, about to go 1 lap down here at Daytona. Seeing a lot of racing further in the back. Tavis Haken at 95. He is in the middle of the 3 wide racing. Bruiser, that yellow 34 in the back of this field. I'm not sure where that 3 car of Tim Hoffman is. I'm hoping he's up to speed. We would not want to see him slow on the start of this race. Jeremiah Dwayne trying to figure out which line he's going to take to pass the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez. He'll take the bottom, so does the 19 of Dylan. Alejandro is up to speed. He is going to blend in with this pack. there's no issues with his car. He just lost the draft at the start of this thing. Maybe he might. I don't know. He is up to speed. See the top 4 cars now separating themselves. That 88 Muhammad Abdullah, he was in the Halloween event that we had in October. He is in 4th place. Damian Singletary now jumping down low, going to try to take 2nd place away from Dylan Eberheimen. Want to try to find that 3 of Tim Hoffman. He is up to speed now, so that is a great sign. Tim Hoffman had issues on the opening lap, and that really messed his race up. He's about to go 2 laps down now. See the 11 and the 3 both 1 lap down. The 54 of Evan McCollum, he is pretty far back in the field. There's 4 wide back here. For a brief second there was. That 37 of Alexander Jones, he almost made contact with the 43 Benjamin Wallace. Or no, that was the 77 of Steve Pollard. So let's go through the field. We know the 11 is in this pack. He is 1 lap down. 3 of Tim Hoffman is 1 lap down as well. About to go 2 laps down. Had an issue on the opening lap. There is a 54 of Evan McCollum. He got stuck behind the 3 when he had his issues. The 41 Tyrell Resner is well by himself. Unfortunate for all of these drivers early on. Then you've got this gigantic pack of cars. 11 cars right here. They're 3 wide. They're up to speed. They're going to be all right. They're not going to lose the pack as easy or as fast as the other drivers are. So these drivers here, they're probably in the best winning situation. If there's a crash up near the front, these drivers are going to be perfectly fine. They're not going to be involved in that wreck. Don't miss the truck race later tonight. It's going to be on the same stream as this one. See the pack here. A lot of cars in this pack. 26 drivers here. Racing for the lead. So Jeremiah Dwayne at 51 has led the last few laps. 96 now. Damian Singletary, fastest car in practice. He takes the lead away from Jeremiah. A lot of 3 and 4 wide racing. We've seen a couple 4 wide moments today so far. Just a lot of 3 wide though for the most part. Steve Pollard, that 77 car, now trying to take the lead and lead this race. He's getting pushed by that 19, Dylan Eberheimen. Dylan has had a pretty fast car today so far. Here comes that 43 now on the bottom. That is Benjamin Wallace. He has returned to the Cup Series. He was stuck in those qualifying races we had talked about earlier. He was stuck in those races all season last year, as were a lot of the drivers in this series. But this year we're starting out fresh. No qualifying races. We have a stacked 40-car field. Look at that 48 now. Ryan Benjamin getting pushed by the 12 of April Pryor. He's going to go to the lead. He is going to clear this pack. They're getting pushed by that 38 of Axel Zero. Axel has the 32 car of Austin Johnson behind him. Austin making his first start. Same with that 12 of April Pryor. She's making her first Cup start. Said earlier, we have 16 rookies in this field. 24 regular drivers from last season have joined us again. It's been a great season. Great year last season, whatever. This season, I think, is going to be just the same. Starting off very dramatic. We had a lot of drama moments in the Clash yesterday. And now here today already we have some drama happening. No caution as of yet. So Ryan Benjamin leading this race. Right beside him is that 38 of Axel Zero. Axel was a very fast car in the Clash. He was caught up in that wreck on lap number 11. But he is right up here battling with Ryan for the lead. Here comes the 32, Austin Johnson. He's getting pushed by the 00 of Alex Aves. Behind them is the 21, Sarah Rocha. She was the points winner last season. Sarah, yesterday in the Clash, had issues on the starting grid, couldn't even start the race. Skid marks there. That was from practice. That was not a crash in this race. Yeah, we're already 16 laps in to the Daytona 500. Right now, that 48 leading the race. Now here comes the field on the 3 of Tim Hoffman. Tim is up to speed now. He is about 10 miles an hour off the pace. He is going to block the top and the middle line. Maybe just, well, no, the top line now. That's going to allow the 32 Austin Johnson to get the lead. Now, the 3 of Tim Hoffman did come down pit road. He did get service to his car. And whatever damage he had on the beginning of the race or mechanical issues he had, they are fixed. He is up to speed now, so all the cars up to speed, which is a great thing. Tim just went 2 laps down. Austin Johnson now, the new leader of the Daytona 500. Here comes that 21 of Sahara Rocha. She is going to try to take the lead away, but she's stuck in the middle. What about that 24, Stephen Pollard? Now he gets up into the lead. He was runner-up last season, finished second in the points. Here comes that 4. Now, Zach Cronin. He's going to try to get the lead. We've got 4 wide back here, guys. This is not going to be good. They somehow make it so far. Sahara Rocha really far up the track, almost into Austin Johnson. But we stay green. No issues yet. So, 4 of Zach Cronin leads this race. Here comes the 10, Pablo West. He started second. And he is back up to second. We look up here, you see the 54 of Evan McCollum, about to go 1 lap down. 41 of Tyrell Resner, about to go 1 lap down as well. Then you've got the entire 11-car field here, and the rest of the cars are right in front of them. Alejandro Rodriguez still holding on to this lead pack. Same with that 3 of Tim Hoffman. A little over halfway through this fuel run. See if everybody can make it to pit stops. Remember, lap number 40 is going to be the competition caution. It's going to allow all of the drivers to regroup themselves. So far as Zach Cronin leading this race, here comes the 9, Brendan Hancock, making it 3 wide below Sahara Rocha. He's trying to take second place away. So, here comes the 21 Sarah Rocha. Won the point series last season. I don't think she's led a lap at a super speedway track yet. She is trying to get past that 4 of Zach Cronin. So far, that 4 is still leading this race. They're catching that 54, Evan McCollum. He was stuck behind the 3 of Tim Hoffman at the start of the race. We are unsure of what happened with Tim's car. I have no idea, to be honest with you. See where Zach goes. Zach's going to go down low. See where everybody else goes trying to pass that 54. So now 28 cars are going to be in this lead pack. The 54, Evan McCollum, the 3, Tim Hoffman, and the 11, Alejandro Rodriguez, all 1 lap down. Tim is 2 laps down at the moment. See the 54 slowing up some of these cars. Sahara Rocha, Brendan Hancock, and Dylan Eberheimen make it past the 54. Battle for the lead. Here comes that 21, Sarah Rocha. She's going to try to lead this race. Meanwhile, 4 wide behind these cars yet again. They make it without any issues, though. We have seen that a couple times today. Look at the 2 of Samet Oskin, winner of the 500 last season. He is back up front. He wants to try to lead this thing. So Samet Oskin now fighting with the 21 Sarah Rocha. Samet Oskin going to go to the lead. there was a discussion on the website a few days ago. Can Sam Oskin defend his throne as the 500 champion? Right now, he looks like he might be able to. A lot of 3 and 4 wide racing. They're racing really close to each other. The 77 Steve Pollard was in the middle of that. He squeezed the 10 of Pablo West and the 34 Bruzero up against the wall. Matt Riddle now, the 13, is the race leader. Here comes the 00, Alex Aves. Three wide. We're almost at pit stops, and we're still 3 wide. A few of the races that I've done over the last week, they've been double file or single file at this point in the race. So the fact that we're seeing some 3 wide racing now is still awesome. So here comes that 6, Logan Gentry. He was the pole sitter for this race. He is going to try to lead this race again. So far, all of these drivers have not wrecked. It's a good thing. We have not had a caution flag yet. Logan Gentry now to the lead, 4 wide, right behind Logan Gentry. Oh my gosh, they're getting really close to each other. Can they make it without wrecking? No room for error here. Lap 24 out of 80. We could see the big one early here at Daytona. Logan Gentry and the 77 made contact. And they are still racing. No crashes yet. 21 Sahara Roach on the outside. The 2 of Sam Oskin. The 20 of Yale Carrillo, 51 Jeremiah Dwayne. They are all 4 wide here. I know I'm saying the 20 of Yale Carrillo's name wrong, but I just cannot pronounce that right. Now we've got 2 rows of 4 wide here, guys. 2 rows of 4 wide racing. What is going to happen? Can they make it around? Pit stop's coming in about 7 laps if they don't crash. That 88, Muhammad Abdullah, he gets out front. 4 wide right behind him. This is going to be the best thing ever. If there's a wreck, the cars that are further back in the second group, they're going to love this. 4 wide now for the lead. 4 wide right behind them. 51 of Jeremiah Dwayne now. He's out front. The 77 Steve Pollard trying to follow him. What is going to happen? They're catching a lap car too. That could create some big issues. I believe the name is Alex Alves as well. I'm going to continue calling him Alex Aves just for now until I have a chance to look at it. Look at that 32. Austin Johnson making his first start. Some of the 3 wide racing now has kind of gone away, but there's still 4 wide behind them. The 41 Tyrell Resner going to go 1 lap down. Jeremiah Dwayne passes him. Ooh, can they make it without crashing? Still 4 wide here at Daytona. Lap 26 out of 80, and somehow they managed to get through that without wrecking. 3 wide now. Went from 4 wide down to 3 wide. Jeremiah Dwayne has a huge lead up front. 32 of Austin Johnson, second. And somehow they managed to keep going. I don't know how they made it without crashing. While we have a chance, we're going to go ahead and look at some of the cars, see where they're at. Actually, this is the second group. I believe it's down to just the first group and the second group. The 18, Bean Weeby, he is leading this group of cars. 11 cars right here. And then you've got the massive pack here. This pack now is 29 cars from first to last. A couple cars are 1 lap down in this group. So right now we've got the 41 Tyrell Resner, the 54 of Evan McCollum, the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez, and the 3 of Tim Hoffman. They're all in this lead pack, and they are all 1 lap down. Tim Hoffman went 2 laps down. If you're just joining us here at Daytona, Tim had a some kind of mechanical issue at the start of this race. Not really sure what happened to his car, but he was only about 155 miles an hour at the very most. Slowed the back half of the field down. separated into a few groups. The cars that went a lap down, well, they were cars that could not latch onto that second group. Tim came down pit road a couple laps later, was able to repair his car, and now he is in this lead pack. And now we've got 4 wide again here, guys. 4 wide here at Daytona again for second place. Jeremiah Dwayne still out front. That 32 of Austin Johnson, he is hoping that, oh, there they go, they sorted out. I was going to say he is hoping that they sort it out and they don't crash. Luckily, there has not been a crash yet. It's actually really surprising that we have not seen a caution flag yet. So pit stop should be starting here very soon. That might cause a stack up. That might cause the cars to kind of separate a little bit. Remember, the lap 40 caution going to happen soon if we don't have a crash. Now, if we have a crash, there will be no lap 40 caution. That is a new rule that we have here in the Cup Series. By the halfway point, if we don't have a caution, we will throw the caution flag out. But if we have a caution before the halfway point, we're just going to let them go. No cautions will be thrown. We should be seeing pit stops here. Who is going to come down? Look at Ryan Benjamin up top. He is going to possibly hit the 12th of Jeremiah Dwayne, the 51. Oh my gosh, a lot of cars are, I guess, coming down pit road. That stacked up the entire field. Jeremiah Dwayne made that dive move from the top to the bottom. And, I mean, this is going to slow everybody up. Here's that second pack. Bean Weeby and a lot of cars. Can they make it by without crashing? 4 wide there. Oh, the 18's into the wall. 18 Bean Weeby hard into the wall here at Daytona. I think he hit the safer barrier. The 52, Logan York, he has a little bit of damage as well. I think they just, or no, that's Robert Pollard, my bad. No, that's the 53. That is the 53 of Logan York. That 17, she came down pit road just a lap before. She could have the lead at the end of pit stops. So you're going to see, yeah, the 53 is coming down pit road. 18 is going to come down as well. I don't know who the leader is at this moment. Don't worry, though. If we don't have a caution flag, we will have the caution at lap 40. So some of these drivers that got messed up by these pit stops, they will have a chance to regroup if we don't have a caution. If we have a caution under the pit stop cycle, then that changes everything. Yeah, Logan York, his damage isn't too terribly bad. $18 of Bean Weeby, his car's not that badly damaged either, so I think these drivers will be all right. That 17 of Callie Hancock making some wild moves. She came down pit road the lap before her. All of that chaos happened with pit stops. I think she is going to be in a pretty good position. Passing the 42 of Hunter Blade. There's the 3 of Tim Hoffman. So no caution through the pit stop cycle. That was a very interesting pit stop cycle, though. There's the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne. I think he might be the leader now. The 2 of Samet Oskin was the leader. Samet's further back there. But that was a huge stack up on pit road. If you're just joining us here, we have been caution-free the whole time. Had a pretty wild start to this race. The 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez had issues on the pace lap. He had a tire down. He came down pit road on the start of the race. The 3 of Tim Hoffman had some kind of mechanical failure or something happen at the beginning, and he stacked up to half of the field at the start of this race. And he came down pit road. He fixed his car. He's been all right ever since. And a lot of cars merging onto the track here. This could be dangerous. But Tim has been all right ever since. We have a couple cars that are a lap down. And a lot of cars right now. we're waiting to see how everything plays out. The two of Samet Oskin came down pit road. Okay, Samet was the leader of this race. Looks like the 96 of Damian Singletary is going to be the leader. But he is really far ahead of the next little group of cars. 6 more laps and we will have the competition caution. That's the halfway caution if we don't have a crash before the halfway point. So I believe Damian Singletary is the race leader now. Samet Oskin is back out on the track. So that really stacked up a lot of drivers. Big group of cars back here. 17 of Callie Hancock. She's made her way up into one of the main groups of cars. This is a huge pack, so these cars should be alright. The 22 of Nancy Pryor is kind of with this pack. We've got Dylan Eberheim in here with this pack of cars. Pablo West, John Book, Laura Lee Wiebe, Logan York, and Bean Wiebe. They are all off of the pace, not with main car, or not with the main pack. So the 95, Tavis Haken in his first start, leading this race. Damian Singletary second. Third, Axel Zier, and fourth is Benjamin Wallace. So 4 more laps until the caution will come out. This is a standard procedure at all of the Cup races. If we have a caution flag before the halfway point of a race, we will not throw a caution at the halfway point. If we do not have a caution, then we will throw the caution flag at the halfway mark. So Damian Singletary is the leader. Tavis Haken second. Three more laps. See Tim Hoffman on pit road. I think that was just a standard pit stop for that driver. He came down a couple laps into the race. So Matt Riddle is in fifth. He is 3 seconds from the lead pack. Well, the leaders. I don't think we're going to have a caution before the halfway point. That 18, Bean Wiebe, he is hoping that he can hold on to the lead draft, or the lead lap at least. Laura Lee Wiebe, Logan York, they are both drafting together. They'll be all right. Same with Pablo West and John Book. Everyone else, they are in big packs. Uh-oh. Tim Hoffman. Oh, he just merged onto the track. I thought Tim might have had an issue happening again with his car, but he is all right. Splits these packs into 2 different packs. See Muhammad Abdullah leading this group here. Oh my, they're 4 wide here in this second group. Tyrell Resner on the bottom there. I think he's going to merge back behind that 77 of Steve Pollard. Thought we were going to see a crash. Bean Wiebe exiting turn 4, and the leader Damian Singletary is exiting turn 4 as well. These cars getting ready for lap 39 out of 80. The next time by, we will throw the competition caution. We have been caution-free so far here at Daytona. Pretty wild. I did not think we were going to be caution-free. Now, these drivers, they came down pit road before lap 40, so if they don't pit under the caution, we are going to probably have a pit stops with 10 laps to go if we don't get a caution. Bean Wiebe, that 18, trying to hold on to the lead draft, lead pack at least. He is almost 1 lap down, 36th place. He might go 1 lap down. We are throwing the competition caution out now. We have not had a caution yet today. So now the caution flag is out here at Daytona. Bean is going to go one lap down, unfortunately. '95 Tavis Haken, he is going to push that the 18. See if Bean can maybe get his lap back on the restart or something. Logan York, Laura Lee Wiebe, they will be all right. So first caution out here at Daytona. It's just the competition caution. No crash or anything yet. We're halfway now, and on all of the cup races, if we are halfway in a race without a caution, we will throw the caution out. This is going to allow everybody to regroup and start fresh. Don't forget, we have the Truck Series race after the Cup race tonight. Should be a very fun event. So first caution flag of the day. Just the regular caution. No crash yet. We've had quite the interesting drama-filled race so far, though. It has been pretty wild. We've seen Tim Hoffman have issues. We've seen Jeremiah Dwayne cutting off basically the entire field and coming down pit road under green flag pit stops and almost causing a huge crash. We've seen a lot of 4-wide racing, a lot of 3-wide racing. 5 cars are 1 lap down so far. The 18 Bean Wiebe, he just went 1 lap down. Could not hold off the leaders. The 41, the 11, the 54. That's Tyrell Resner, Alejandro Rodriguez, and the 54 of Evan McCollum. All went 1 lap down. See some cars coming down pit road. So they just came down pit road, so split decision. That 96 Damian Singletary is going to stay out. About half of the field coming down pit road, so we'll have to see where they come out at. So 22 cars coming down pit road. 18 are going to stay out. Looks like most are just getting fuel. Again, we've got 39 laps left here at Daytona. We saw pit stops start around lap 30. So these cars, they can't go all the way on fuel. These cars here that just came off pit road, they might be able to stretch their fuel to the end. 62 of John Book, he stayed out. All these drivers here stayed out. It's been a great night of racing so far. We've seen a lot of good racing. In the meantime, I am going to get the website for you guys. Logan York, also known as Capital Cap, he has created a pretty cool little website. You can kind of keep up with everything, the whole schedule, and everything else. We post some stuff there, here and there, on that website. So let me get that. I'm going to get that actually on my phone, and then I'll paste that in the video, in the live chat. So lap 42 out of 80. First caution of the race, just the halfway caution. And here we go, some of the lap cars coming down pit road. Bean Wiebe, Tyrell Resner, Alejandro Rodriguez. Sheila, you are in the, you and Dad actually are both in the truck race. That's right after this one. In the truck race, Sheila, you are number 63 and Dad's number 97. So after this race, though, we are going to have the truck race. So don't go anywhere if you don't have anything to do. So far, this race has been caution-free, other than this caution right here. Very surprising. I thought we were going to have the big one early. We saw lap number 20, between 20 and 25, there was a lot of four-wide racing, and they were making some contact with each other here and there, and still did not crash. So if you guys are watching, if you're in the live chat, this goes for anybody. The website here that I just posted, you can click on that. That is the official Allstar Offline Racing Series website. That was created by Logan York. So I have to say thank you for that. So let's see, pace light's still on the pace car. I think they're going to go out this time by. Everybody's still in the race. Nobody has damage other than, you see, oh, well, it's happening here. The 18 Bean Weeby, I guess, was passed by that driver there. Both the 18 and the 53, they do not have damage. Logan York, Bean Weeby, they did hit the wall earlier with that wild pit stop exchange, but they don't have any serious damage, so no harm to their cars. So the top 10 as they run, Damien Singletary, Zach Cronin, Austin Johnson. We've got Jeremiah Dwayne, who has led a good bit of this race. Ryan Benjamin, he's been pretty strong so far today. The 2 of Sam and Oskin. There's the 2. Got the 20 of Yale Carrillo. 42 Hunter Blade. The 52 of Robert Pollard. 19 of Dylan Eberheimen. They round out the top 10. And Logan, would you be able to post the Discord? I don't, or wait, actually, I don't think I have that on my phone. I gotta figure out where it's at in the message. If you could post it, that would be awesome. I'll save it, and then I'll post it later on as well. So the caution lights are off on the pace car. 5 cars are 1 lap down. Tim Hoffman, that 3 car, is 2 laps down. Just over halfway in this race. Just got done with the halfway break. And we're going to line them all up and restart this race. Pace car in turn number 3. Damien Singletary, that 96. He was the fastest car in practice, and here he is leading the race. We haven't had any crashes yet. A lot of drama and a lot of really intense moments, but that's it so far. I believe we're going to see a crash here soon, though. So here we go, pace car off, back in the pit road. The 96 Damien Singletary going to lead the field back to the green flag. Restart on lap number 45. Looks like everybody gets a pretty good start. No issues like we had at the start of the race. Damien Singletary is the leader. That 11 Alejandro Rodriguez, he is a lap down, trying to get his lap back. Right behind him, the 3 of Tim Hoffman and Tyrell Resner trying to get their laps back as well. There's a lot of moving around back in the middle and back of the field here. Look at Tyrell Resner at 41 going down low. If you pass the lead car and a caution flag comes out, you will have your lap back. That's exactly what the 11 and the 41 are trying to do. They're trying to pass the 96, Damien Singletary. Damien gets a huge run off of turn 4, and he is going to continue to keep these cars a lap down. Alejandro Rodriguez at number 11, right beside Damien Singletary in the number 96. The 41 of Tyrell Resner, that black and orange car on the bottom. He is trying to get his lap back as well as that 11. The 11 has the 3 of Tim Hoffman pushing him, and he is trying to get his lap back too. 3 wide forming at the front of this field. Some of the cars in the back are trying to work their way back up towards the front. We had 20, I believe it was 22 cars come down pit road during the halfway break caution. Everyone else stayed out, so split decision on pit stops. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the end of the race. Saw Tim Hoffman almost into the side of the 4 of Zach Cronin in the tri-oval. And they are leaning up against each other. Crash! Tim Hoffman into the wall. The 3 is around. There's going to be a big crash. The 32, Austin Johnson. I don't know who else was involved in that. And another crash. The 52 is around. The 12 is around. The 95 Tavis Haken. He got a huge amount of damage from that crash. Everybody else makes it around without any issues. See where the leaders are. Looks like the 11 and the 41 might get their laps back. Tyrell Resner, Alejandro Rodriguez, they get their laps back here at Daytona. They are both on the lead lap. I believe the 19 Dylan Eberheim is second. Damien Singletary holds on to the lead. But the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez and the 41 Tyrell Resner, they are now on the lead lap. Tim Hoffman, so good in the clash yesterday. Had issues at the start of the race. And now he is crashed. 95 Tavis Haken, huge damage on his car. The 12 of April Pryor, she's got a lot of damage on the back of her car. As does, I believe that's the 52, Robert Pollard, I think. Oh, no, that's the 32. 32 of Austin Johnson. He has a lot of damage on his car. Everybody else made it by without any issues. I don't know how they made it by without wrecking. That was incredible. So Tim Hoffman, he had bad luck last season, and it continues this season as well. He is going to retire. Yep, I believe the 95 Tavis Haken, he retired as well. Let's go back and show you guys the reason for the caution. So Tim Hoffman, he was right behind at 11, trying to get his lap back. Through the tri-oval, he was leaning up against that 4 of Zach Cronin, and you're going to see him do the same thing here off of turn 2, I'm sorry. I think he thought he was clear. He hit the wall pretty hard. A couple other drivers hit the wall, same at Oskin. The 32 got slammed by the 95. And then you see the 52 around, the 43, and then the 12 of April Pryor. She also hit the wall. Oh, Jacob Brick got some damage on that crash. The 00 of Alex Aves, he has damage. But the other thing as well, you see up front here, the 11, the 41, able to get their lap back. Oh, Damien Singletary actually hit the wall too. And this is live now. You see the 96 Damien Singletary. These cars came down pit road. Actually, everybody came down except for the lap cars. A lot of other cars, some cars had damage, but no one really has bad damage. Even that 12 car, the 12 probably has the worst damage, but she should be able to stay with this lead pack. So you see the cars off of pit road here. Looks like, who is it? Maybe the 20. No, there's a lot of cars that are still on the track. So Jacob Britt, he does have damage. We'll have to see how he is. Damien Singletary is still the race leader. He won the battle off of pit road. So everybody should be able to make it on fuel now. 2-lap cars, the 18 Bean Weeby and the 54 Evan McCollum coming down pit road. Let's go ahead and ride with some of these cars. Yeah, the 32 Austin Johnson, he's got a lot of damage on his car. Jacob Britt did get some damage. You can see the hood kind of popped up just a little bit, but he should be all right. The 12 of April Pryor, she was involved in that crash. Now, she did hit the wall. The back of her car did, and she might not be up to speed with the rest of these cars. I think everybody else involved in that wreck, I think they're all right. I think they'll be okay. So, Damian Singletary, that 96, he has been the leader for quite some time. That 19, Dylan Eberheimen right behind him. Third place now is Ryan Benjamin. Fourth is Jeremiah Dwayne. Fifth is Axel Zero. Sixth is Matt Riddle. Seventh is Alexander Jones. Eighth is Sahara Rocha. Ninth is Sam Oskin. And 10th is the 17 of Callie Hancock. So I believe, yeah, these are just cars that came off of pit road. That 32 he has a lot of damage to the back and the front. He might be a little slower than the 12 even. Have to see how it plays out. This time by, we've got 30 laps to go in the Cup race. Truck race is up next. That is going to be a lot of fun. That's only a 40-lap race. Truck race, we are doing stage points. So lap 15 in the truck race will be the end of stage 1. That will be when the yellow is thrown. And the top 10 will all receive stage points. So if you are just joining us, we have had the second caution. First caution was right after green flag pit stops. It was just a halfway break. And then the most recent caution on the restart, Tim Hoffman into the wall very hard. Zach Cronin got a little bit of damage from that. Spun Tim out, and surprisingly, there were not more cars involved in that wreck. So his first crash just happened, just after halfway. We've had a lot of drama happen early in this race. Tim Hoffman started this race with mechanical issues on his car, slowed half of the field down on the start of this race. Meanwhile, the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez was in pit road. His tire, I guess, went down because he is now back on the lead lap. Green flag pit stops. We've had 4-wide racing, 3-wide racing. A lot of cars have made contact with each other. And under green flag pit stops, they were pretty hectic, actually. Jeremiah Dwayne leading the race. He came down in front of the entire pack, just about wrecked everybody. And, there's a car off the pace. Who is it? That is the 24 of Stephen Pollard III. Now, he's got a issue on the track. No smoke on his car, so I think that's just a tire that went down. So Stephen Pollard is going to have to come down pit road on the restart, and that will more than likely put him 1 lap down. So the 96, Damian Singletary, going to lead the field back to the green flag. Here we go, green flag back in the air here at Daytona. 96, Damian Singletary leading the race. Let's see if we'll have another caution right after the restart. We just had the first crash. That 54, Evan McCollum, right beside the 96, trying to get his lap back. Look at the 51, Jeremiah Dwayne, going down low. Same with Ryan Benjamin. They're going to make it 3 wide for second. 18, Bean Weeby, he is really slow on this restart. I don't know what happened with his car, but he has fallen back, and he is stacking up some of these cars behind him. Meanwhile, that 96 continues to lead. The 54 is one lap down. We'll have to check up back there. I think Bean maybe just got a bad restart. He is a little slower. Doesn't look like he has damage. Damien Singletary is the leader. Dylan Eberheiman right behind him. Look at Jeremiah Dwayne on the bottom there, trying to get past the lap car. While these cars get up to speed, let's look back. Stephen Pollard's back on the track. Austin Johnson with his damage, he is up to speed, and everybody else is. April Pryor, so the damaged cars, they are in okay shape. Battle for the lead here. 19, Dylan Eberheiman trying to get past Damien Singletary. That 54 right behind him, Evan McCollum, is a lap down. Look at Axel Zero now, underneath that 54. The 37 of Alexander Jones down low, right below the 51 of Jeremiah Dwayne. Ryan Benjamin up top. There's the 22 of Nancy Pryor. The 18, I don't know what happened with him on this restart, but he is dropping back quick. He is one lap down, but he is all the way in the back of this pack already. On the last restart, he was right up with these cars. I don't know what happened with his car. 37, Alexander Jones fighting for third now. Going to try to get past Axel Zero. A lot of cars further in the back. They're trying to work their way to the front pack here. With the way we've seen this race, I don't know if you want to be near the front. We've had a lot of action up front so far. There's still 3 wide here. That 54 up top between the 96 and the 51. He's trying to get his lap back. That 19 is still trying to get the lead. He did technically lead that lap from Damien Singletary. Pack of cars starting to form. Seeing 2 and 3 wide racing here. We haven't seen the big one. We did see a small crash just a little bit ago. But 2 cautions so far. If you're just joining us, we had a halfway break after pit stops. That was on lap number 40. Other than that, small crash. It took Tim Hoffman and Tavis Haken out. Seen a lot of great racing here, though. A lot of 3 wide and 4 wide. 37, Alexander Jones still on the bottom. Right in front of that 20 of Yale Carrillo and the 14 of Cody Rhodes. 24, Stephen Pollard, I believe, is entering turn 3, and he will be going a lap down here shortly if we don't get a caution. Dylan Eberheiman still trying to take the lead away, trying to clear that 96. Damien Singletary, that 96, he has been a very strong car today. 96 led the practice, and right now leading the race. The 19, he clears the 96. 19, Dylan Eberheiman out front. This is his first official season with the Allstar Offline Racing Series. He was in the Halloween event, but was not a factor at the end of the race. So the 19 now out front. He has choice of which lane he wants to run, whether it be the top, the middle, or the bottom. A couple cars are further back in the field. I don't know if they're just holding back for now. They think a crash is going to happen. The way this race has been, I would not be surprised if we had another wreck here very shortly. Axel Zero on the outside trying to clear the cars below him. Alexander Jones in the middle line now. That 38 Axel Zero, very fast car today as well. 2-car breakaway, it looks like. 19 and the 96 starting to pull away slightly. While it is somewhat calm here, we're going to go ahead and see where some of the other cars are. There's a 24 Stephen Pollard. He is about to go 1 lap down. You've got Austin Johnson, who is kind of on the pace. He shouldn't hold up anybody too much. 18 of Bean Weeby, he is with a pack of cars back here. 4200 Blade, Jacob Britt, Alex Aves, and April Pryor. They were all involved in the second caution. Logan York and the 8 of Ron Jackson, they're by themselves right behind this main pack. I think they're just holding on until something possibly happens up front here. Yeah, the outside line has been extremely fast today. They've been able to hold on very, very good. Where are they going to go when they catch this 24 car? Steven should not be off the pace too much other than out of the draft. A lot of movement going on back here. Dylan Eberheim, he is starting to gap that 38 of Axel Zero. That might not be a good thing. I don't know if I'd want to gap anybody in this race. If you gap someone, the draft is going to catch back up to you. So 3 wide. 24 Stephen Pollard went a lap down. Unfortunate for him. He was the runner-up in season number 1 for the points. He had a tire go down. At the start of the restart. Don't worry, he is not damaged. He's not really off the pace. He's going to blend in with these cars. Meanwhile, the 37 Alexander Jones and the 22 of Nancy Pryor, they have managed to get up to 3rd and 4th. That 96, Damon Singletary back to the lead. That 24, he is holding on to this pack, so no issues there. The pack stays formed. Damien Singletary, that car is fast right now. He is going to be a very big contender to win this race. Don't miss it, the truck race up next. We figured since the Daytona 500 is normally a day race, unless it rains, the truck race is a night race, so I wanted to do the truck race last, since that would technically be night, at least where I'm at. So, I don't know, that's why we're doing it kind of different. A lot of 3-wide racing still. I'm surprised we haven't seen a crash yet. No 4-wide yet up in this lead pack. Logan Gentry pushing the 14 of Cody Rhodes on the bottom line. Logan Gentry was the pole sitter. He is moving back up towards the front. 4 of Zach Cronin and the 48 Ryan Benjamin, they are further back in this pack. They're at the tail end of this pack. Same with the 34 Bruce Zero. I think they're just going to hold on until something happens up front here. 17 to go this time by in the Daytona 500. 19, Dylan Eberheim still in the lead. That 41, Tyrell Resner, he went from a lap down to now battling for 3rd and possibly 2nd place. Tyrell has a very fast car, worked his way all the way through the field. He has definitely had an up and down race today. Huge stack up when they came down pit road for green flag pit stops, and that put the 41 a lap down. Actually, he was a lap down at the start of the race when Tim Hoffman had his issues. I believe everyone will make it on fuel. They came down on that second caution. We've got about 30 cars in this lead pack. Then you've got the 8 of Ron Jackson, the 53 of Logan York. They are in 29th and 30th. A couple lap cars in this pack. Logan and Ron, they are actually pretty much up to speed. About the same speed as this lead pack. They're drafting together. And from 31st back to 35th, you've got the 00 and all the way down to the 32 car. They're in a pack. They're kind of damaged, but they are on the same pace as the leaders. 32 of Austin Johnson is about to go one lap down. He is the next car that's going to go a lap down. He is damaged. Could create some issues. And then out of this race, the 95 Tavis Haken, the 3 of Tim Hoffman, involved in that last crash. Well, the first crash of the race. That was right off of turn number 2. Still a lot of movement in this pack. Everyone trying to figure out where they're going to go. They're catching a lap car. Well, a slow car that's off the pace. Everybody that they have lapped so far has been on the pace. Just, they lost the draft early in the race or at some point in the race. 19, Dylan Eberheimen still out front. He's got the 96 and the 6 pushing him. That 96 was one of the fastest cars today. He has led a lot of laps. The 6 was the pole sitter. 14, Cody Rhodes getting pushed by Tyrell Resner. There is the damaged car of Austin Johnson. We're going to have to see what this is going to do. Is this going to create an issue? Could it create the big one? We have not seen the big one yet tonight. Tonight, whatever you want to call it. That's going to slow the outside line down. 14 of Cody Rhodes and Nancy Pryor, they're going to get by. Like I said, I think Austin is on... I think he is pretty much on the pace with the leaders. With the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez. Alejandro was another car as well as that 41 that was a lap down. And he got his lap back after the crash that just happened on lap 45, I think it was. 48, something like that. Austin Johnson, he is up to speed, so he should... he's a couple miles an hour slower, but yeah, he's getting up to speed now. I think he'll actually be able to work his way into this pack. Meanwhile, we have new leaders up front. Alejandro Rodriguez, the leader. Look at the 10 of Pablo West. Pablo West now out front. He started on the outside starting line, or the outside of the front row. 62 of John Book being pushed by the 17 of Callie Hancock. We have not talked about most of these drivers all race long. Racing starting to pick up. We've got 12 laps to go. Look at the 22 of Nancy Pryor on the side of the 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez. I think they... Oh, I thought they were going to crash. They did make contact. I think Alejandro might have rubbed the wall just a little bit. Racing starting to intensify up front here. Pablo West out front here at Daytona. Here comes that 17 Callie Hancock. Alejandro Rodriguez and John Book really close to each other. The way this race is going, I don't know if you want to be in this lead pack or even be near the front. We have had a lot of really close side-by-side racing. Look at the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez dive bombing down to the inside line to get the lead away from Pablo West. See if he can clear that 10. I think he does. They haven't crashed yet, but I think they're going to crash here soon. Pablo West now back on the inside of Alejandro. He's going to try to take the lead back from the 11. If they crash, we will have a late race restart. I'm hoping that we don't have a caution with 3 or 4 laps to go. If we have a caution late in this race, it will end under caution. We do not want that to happen. Pablo West out front still. Here comes the 2 of Sam Oskin. 10 laps to go, and here he is up front. He won the Daytona 500 last season. Now he is getting pushed by Dylan Eberheimen and Skylar Rocha. Skyler was involved in the wreck yesterday in the clash. 3 wide, Muhammad Abdullah in the middle, Pablo West up top. 3 wide from first to last in this group. 24, Stephen Pollard. He's working his way back up to the front. He is a lap down. This time by 9 laps to go here at Daytona. Will they crash? If it goes 4 wide, I think we're going to see a crash. We saw 4 wide earlier, and they got away with it. But I don't think they can do it again without wrecking. Pablo West still holding on to the lead. I can tell you guys the truck race is going to be a polar opposite of this, I believe. It's a 40-lap race, but it's going to be very wild. I mean, this race has been wild as well, just in a different fashion. We have not had a lot of crashes. Or the big one. Oh! 43 of Benjamin Wallace. He had an issue. And he just slows up the entire field. Benjamin Wallace. Something happening with his car. And that's going to slow down everybody in this back half of the field. So now the lead pack split into 2. It's another thing. We have seen a lot of mechanical issues so far in this race. I think that's the most we've seen out of any All-Star race. So now the pack smaller. If these cars here wreck, this is going to open the door for some of the cars in the back. My gosh, this race has been crazy. A lot of weird things happening. Sam Dawson on the inside line. Pablo West still has the lead. This has been crazy. I've seen a lot of great racing. 7 laps to go here at Daytona. We're going to go look at some of the other cars here. Bean Weeby, not in a pack of cars. Yeah, a lot of cars here, just kind of single file. Unfortunate for these drivers back here. We could still have a crash and have a lap or 2 shootout. This is the main pack, though. Sam Hoskin at 2 on the inside line. He would love to get back-to-back wins at Daytona. Pablo West holding off everybody so far. 2 cars behind that 10. That's the 88 of Muhammad Abdullah and the 11 Alejandro Rodriguez. We could get a crash. I don't know if we'll get a restart, though. That's the thing. That would be nice to have a restart if we had a crash. We'll see, though. We still have 1 more race after this, the truck race. 6 more laps until we'll start that race. Alejandro Rodriguez. Now, he has a run on the outside. He's getting pushed by John Book. Can he get past Pablo West? I think Pablo's going to be able to hold him off. Crazy turn of events in this race, that's for sure. 5 to go this time by. Now, I'm thinking about it, with the lap cars that we have, we need to have a caution pretty much on this lap. If we don't have it, then I don't think we will get the restart that we're hoping for. These cars here are going to decide who wins the 500. They're still side by side, 3 wide. That inside line, 2 cars are a lap down. Sam Hoskin still trying to take the lead away. He is right there with Pablo West and Muhammad Abdullah. 3 wide. If we get a crash at the end, it's going to be basically whoever gets to the start-finish line first. I don't know. I don't think we will get a crash. Pablo West out front. That high line in this race has been so good. They are catching that 18 of Bean Weeby. He is pretty much about 15 miles an hour slower. This is going to possibly create some issues. Pablo West, still the race leader. Cars behind him have not been able to make any ground on these guys. On this leader. 18 now, a lap down. He's about to go one more lap down. Pablo West is going to get by him. He's going to go on the inside. Muhammad Abdullah as well. And this is going to stack up everybody. The two of Saban Oskin, Dylan Eberheimen, they're going to make it past. Skylar Rocha going to get past. Stephen Pollard as well. Now what this might do is might give some of these cars back here a huge run on some of the cars up front. That three-wide pack pretty much obliterated. Oh my gosh, I cannot say that word. Look at the 19, Dylan Eberheimen. And look at the 88, Muhammad Abdullah gets the lead away from Pablo West. Whoop, there we go. These cars are going to have a huge run. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. Remember that 24 car and the 54, they are both 1 lap down. The 11 of Alejandro Rodriguez, he was a lap down. And he was able to get his lap back. And then the caution happened. So he is right up near the front. He has a shot of winning this thing. Some of these cars further in the back. Sahara Rocha, she might get a run. She might be able to catch some of these cars. Skylar Rocha in second, pushing that 24, Stephen Pollard. Stephen Pollard is a lap down. There's a car coming down pit road. Who is that? Couple cars coming down. The 77 and the 37, Steve Pollard and Alexander Jones coming down pit road. And the 36 and the 12. There might be some cars that run out of fuel here on the last lap. Final lap of the race, Stephen Pollard getting around the 19. That 24 car is 1 lap down. Who is going to win? Will we have cars run out of fuel? Stephen Pollard unlapping himself, but it's too late for him. That 19, Dylan Eberheimen, and the 88, they are on the lead lap. 88, Muhammad Abdullah down low. And he is going to come out of turn 4. I think he's going to win here at Daytona. Muhammad Abdullah wins the Daytona 500. Pablo West second. Third, Dylan Eberheimen. A couple cars did come down pit road. So they unfortunately... oh, you see Axel Zero as well on pit road. So the 88, Muhammad Abdullah, wins the Daytona 500. That was his first start here in the Allstar Offline Racing Series. Show you guys the standings. The 88 wins, Pablo West second. The 19, Dylan Eberheimen third. Fourth, Skylar Rocha. Fifth, Cody Rhodes. Sixth, Alejandro Rodriguez. Seventh, Nancy Pryor. Eighth, Saban Oskin. Ninth, Robert Pollard. 10th, Damian Singletary. 11th, Sahara Rocha. 12th is Callie Hancock. 13th, Tyrell Resner. 14th, John Book. 15th, Matt Riddle. And then out of the lead draft, 16th place, Lindsey Hancock. 17th is Brendan Hancock. 18th, Yale Carrillo. 19th, Logan Gentry. 20th, Bruce Zero. 21st, Laura Lee Wiebe. 22nd, Jeremiah Dwayne. He fell back after the after the 43. Benjamin Wallace had his issues. 23rd, Ryan Benjamin. 24th, Axel Zero. 25th, Logan York. 26th is Ron Jackson. 27th, Zach Cronin. 28th, Hunter Blade. 29th, Alex Aves. 30th, Alexander Jones. 31st, Steve Pollard. And then 1 lap down, Stephen Pollard the third and 32nd. 33rd, Evan McCollum. 34th, Jacob Britt. 35th is April Pryor. 36th, Austin Johnson. 37th, Bean Wiebe. 38th place, Benjamin Wallace. He had suspension issues, and that was what caused him to check up in front of the entire field. So he finishes 38th. Involved in that crash early on in the race, Tavis Haken. 39th and 40th, Tim Hoffman. So that is your official official standings for the Daytona 500. Stay tuned because the truck race is up next. Just have to save the results here. Going to show you guys the points as well. If you missed the beginning of the race, don't worry, we will post highlight videos. So stay tuned. We are going to get the points here in a second. Hold on 1 second, we will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Give me a moment. I'm trying to figure out. Every once in a while, the what is it called? The streaming software I use does not work the way that I wish it would. Stay tuned. We still have the truck race happening here soon. Trying to get the points set up. There we go. All right, so. And basically the points pretty much are how they finished. I always get this stupid ignore or like error message. Alright, so Muhammad Abdullah is the points leader. Leading the most laps was Damian Singletary. He led 23 laps. So you see the points here. Obviously, everybody basically where they finished is where they're at in the points. The truck race is going to be a little bit different, though. We'll explain that here in a second. Benjamin Wallace, he finished 38th, but actually is 37th in points. Bean Weeby did not lead a lap. So some of these drivers back here led some laps. So that is the Cup Series points after the Daytona 500. Just want to make sure I have all this stuff ready for the next race. Alright. So let's get the truck race started now. So we were going to get out of the server. Going to go ahead, pick the truck series. If you guys are really picky about the car ratings, if you want to make sure that they're all the same, we did go through earlier in the stream and we did show all of the cars. So let's see here. Everything is right. All right. So 40 laps, the distance for the truck race. Yeah, Jeremiah, you led 11 laps. You were very strong, actually, at the beginning of the race until all that crazy stuff happened. Whoops, not qualifying yet. We're going to do a few minutes of practice, probably about 10 minutes. Actually, let's just do this. Set it up this way. So the second race tonight, the Daytona race at, or the truck race here at Daytona. Getting ready to start. Going to be underway here soon. We have 34 drivers in this race. So 10 minutes for practice. If you guys want to go eat something, go to the restroom, do whatever you have to do. So some of the trucks coming out of pit road. I can tell you guys this race will probably not be the same as the Daytona 500 was. That race actually was not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. So we did see a crash in the practice for the 500. We did see a crash there. It was just a spin out, but I wonder if we're going to see the same thing happen here. Find out soon. So 8 minutes left of practice. So with the Truck Series, we do have some new drivers. We have 22 regulars that competed last season in the Allstar Offline Racing Series. 12 rookies. So Cody Higginbotham, Tavis Haken, Caleb Johnson, sorry about that. Brenton Hancock, Bean Wiebe, Laura Lee Wiebe, Leland Fife, Dylan Eberheimen, Lindsey Hancock, Eric Jacks, Alejandro Rodriguez, and Callie Hancock. They are all rookies in this race. Drivers that were not in the Daytona 500 just a little bit ago include the number 6 of Cody Higginbotham, the number 16 of Caleb Johnson, and the 41 of Leland Fife. So they, and the 75. Oh, geez, what's this? Someone blew up. Who is that? Leland Fife, Eric Jacks, they were not involved in the 500. That is the 46 of Dylan Eberheimen. Something happening with his car. Actually, is that the... No, that's the 45, I think, of Ryan Benjamin. Ryan Benjamin blows up here in practice. Couple trucks here racing. 5 cars. We have another 5-car group. That'll be alright. Ryan's going to be able to get his motor changed or whatever that was, get back out on the track and make some laps. So look at this, these trucks here, they're racing pretty close to each other. Right now, that 8 of Ron Jackson, he has the fastest lap here in practice. I don't think we're going to see a crash here in practice, but wait till the race starts. It is going to be wild. Couple 6-car packs. We've transitioned from the day to now night, so we'll have to see how the track changes. Couple cars just making a few laps, and that's about it. Hunter Blade, that 98, he has the fastest lap. Another truck. The 2 of Tyrell Resner are now having mechanical issues. I don't know what's going on. We are having a lot of mechanical issues here at Daytona. Watch this pack of cars here as 4 more minutes remain. So 2 cars in practice with mechanical issues. So the 2 of Tyrell Resner and the 45 of Ryan Benjamin, issues in practice. I believe Ryan is back out on the track somewhere, making some laps, or he is just still in the garage. Can't figure out where his truck is. Definitely not used to the numbers yet on the trucks or the cup cars. Gonna take a race or 2, I would imagine. So the truck race, a little bit different format than the cup race. I will explain that during qualifying. That 45, Ryan Benjamin, he is not on the track, so they are still working on his truck. Some cars, well, some trucks here. 5 of them in one little group. There was 6 right here, now there's only 5. So about a minute and a half left of practice. We will start qualifying, and then the truck race will start. Looks like the 23 of Brendan Hancock has the fastest lap time so far. A 52, really close to the grass. The 4 of Zach Cronin. Actually, no, that's the 2. 2 of Tyrell Resner back on the track. So his mechanical issues are fixed. He is back out on the track. The car runs. That's a good thing. That's going to split this pack up. 30 seconds remain in practice. Well, some of the trucks coming down pit road, they're going to end their practice session. Welcome back, Ryan. Well, if you did not hear, you and the 2 of Tyrell Resner blew up at separate times in practice. Hopefully that will be the last of the mechanical issues here at Daytona. Practice session is over in 35 more seconds and we will start qualifying. So 34 drivers here in the truck race at Daytona. The 2 of Tyrell Resner was able to make it back out onto the track. We did not see Ryan Benjamin back out on the track, so hopefully his mechanical issues... Oh, actually, never mind. We were watching him the whole time. Yeah, Ryan Benjamin is back out on the track. Ryan scored 27th here in practice. So both cars that blew up in practice able to get back out on the track. Always a good thing. So what are we going to see here in the truck race? 40 laps. It's now nighttime. These are trucks, not cup cars. It could be quite the race. We're now qualifying. See who gets the pole. Now, a little bit different format than the cup race. The truck series, we are trying something new this year. We're still under the same point system that the cup series used to be on years ago. However, we are doing stage racing here in the truck series. So 15 laps is the first stage. On lap number 15, as soon as all of the cars pass the start-finish line, we will throw the caution flag out. I'm going to write down the names of the top 10 drivers. They get points. 50 points for first place. And then it goes down 5 points all the way to last, or all the way to 10th, who gets 5 points. So you have an opportunity to gain between 5 and 50 points if you're in the top 10 after the stage. And then I'm able to modify the points that way in the points program that I use. So we will see if that shakes things up at all. I'm thinking it probably will. And you have a shot of getting some good stage points, being involved in a wreck, and still being up near the front in points. So the points really are, I think it's going to be a pretty cool series. So with the Cup Series, we threw the caution at the halfway point because there was no yellow flag at the beginning of the race. Well, the first half of the race. The truck race, we have stage racing. So 5 laps before the halfway point is when the caution will be thrown. Lap number 15. Look at that. The number 7, Bruce Zero. So far, he has the fastest time here at Daytona. Everybody did make a lap at least, so that is really good to see. The 2 of Tyrell Resner back in 26th. Trying to find the 45. Ryan Benjamin, he is 22nd. So both of those cars that had mechanical issues early, they might be all right. So about a minute and a half left for qualifying. We've been live for 2 hours, so to everybody that's been watching for at least half of this, kudos to you guys. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for signing up for another season of the All-Star Offline Racing League. Already a pretty fun series. We saw some great racing in the Cup race. We did see one crash. So Bruce Zero going to take the pole here. Alexander Jones starting second. Damon Singletary up in third place. He was, he started second in the 500. So it looks like his car and his truck very fast here at Daytona this week. Alright guys, are you excited? Here we go, Truck Series about to begin. Bruce Zero gets the pole, that number 7 truck. So, the number 7 of Bruce Zero, the pole setter, the 49 of Alexander Jones starting second. Third is the 18 of Damian Singletary, the 17 of John Book. We've got the number 20 of Yale Carrillo, the number 46 of Dylan Eberheimen. We've got the number 10 of C.J. Williams. He is making his first start this week in the Truck Series. We've got the 75 of Eric Jacks. We've got the 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. The 24 of Ben Wiebe. He had a huge impact on the ending of the Daytona 500 race. We have the 97 of Gary Harmon, the 4 of Zach Cronin, the 33 of Logan York, the 88 of Callie Hancock. We've got the 98 Hunter Blade, the I believe that's the, who was that, 14? No, the 16, I'm sorry. 16 of Caleb Johnson. We've got the 23 Brendan Hancock, the 8 of Ron Jackson. We've got the the 63 of Sheila Harmon, the 3 of Axel Zero, the 51 of Lindsey Hancock. We've got the 45 Ryan Benjamin. We've got the 25 of Laura Lee Wiebe, the 54 of Colton Harmon. We've got the 83 of Alejandro Rodriguez, the 2 of Tyrell Resner, the 21 of Jacob Britt. There is the 6 of Cody Higginbotham, the 15 of Stephen Pollard III, the that's a 52, right, of Gavin Jones, the 13 of Tavis Haken, the 41 of Leland Fife. We've got the 50 of Tim Zimmer, the 97 of Gary Harmon. I believe I thought I said that name already. I think I messed up and said someone else's name. Oh, that was the 87 of Cody Rhodes, not the 97. So Cody Rhodes starting up near the front. Gary Harmon starting second to last. Whew. This game does not give you a lot of time to say anything at the start of this race. So 40 laps here at Daytona. Lap number 15 is going to be the green and white flag for the final lap of the first stage. The second stage should be about 20 to 22 laps. Drivers in the first stage, they get 50 points for winning the stage, 5 points for 10th. It goes up 5 points from 10th up to first. So the 7 of Bruce Zero leading the field to the green flag. We're racing here at Daytona in the trucks. Bruce Zero, Alexander Jones on the front row. I believe the bottom line might be the faster line tonight. You see Alexander Jones falling back to third already. Bruce Zero and the 18 of Damian Singletary now first and second. Double file for the most part. Yes, Jeremiah, we are doing stage racing. So on lap number 15, after everybody crosses the start-finish line, I'm going to throw the caution flag out. top 10 drivers get points. We're testing this out in the truck race, the truck series. 3 wide for second here. Look at the 10 of CJ Williams now in second place. So yeah, at the end of lap 15, the stage will be over. We'll reset the field for the final 20 laps. Stage racing is something new here in the truck series. Well, in the Allstar offline racing series. First 3 cars have broken away just a tad bit from the rest of the field. That 33 truck of Logan York in 4th place, now on the high side. Top 3 cars, the 87 of Cody Rhodes, the 10 of CJ Williams, and the 7 of Bruce Zero. Bruce has led the first couple laps. Here comes the 88 of Hunter Blade. He is now in 4th place. Three wide further back in the field. They're racing. They're kind of antsy back there. 98 of Hunter Blade trying to take second place away from Cody Rhodes. 3 wide further back. Double file right behind the race leader. Bruiser, that's 7 out front here at Daytona. Now 3 wide for second place. See the whole field here. Bruiser able to hold off everybody so far. That 97, Gary Harmon, he is coming up through the field quick. He started in 33rd position, and here he is in the top 5. Gary Harmon making some moves very early on, positioning himself now into the top 5 here at Daytona. 41 Leland Fife in the middle. The 2 Tyrell Resner falling back. Meanwhile, Bruiser is still leading here at Daytona. He has a very fast truck. The 97 Gary Harmon, he is now in 2nd place. Started in 39th place. Three wide. Bruiser is still out front here. Again, if you look on the top left, every once in a while I'll scroll through the field. You can see where your car number is. Look at that 21 of Jacob Britt. He won the Clash. Now he is battling for 3rd place. I'm going to say either the 8 of Ron Jackson or the 7 of Bruce Zero will win this race. Ron has had a pretty good car speed weeks, and his truck seems to be pretty quick as well. It was pretty fast in practice. But I'm going to say Ron Jackson or Bruce Zero will win this race. Look at the 8 there. That is the 8 of Ron Jackson. He is making his moves towards the front. Gary Harmon up on the outside line. He did start to make his way towards the front. Now on the outside, 3 wide. He is going to fall back a little bit. We're about halfway through this stage. Look at the number 50 here on the inside line. He is making his way towards the front. He started in last, and now he is in the top 10. That's the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Three wide racing still. Bruce Zero out front at Daytona has led every lap so far. He is wanting those stage points. The 6 of Cody Higginbotham now in 3rd place. You see the 13 of Tavis Haken falling back just a little bit. Cars fan out on the straightaways here. The 7 of Bruiser now getting passed by Ron Jackson. Ron Jackson going to be the first leader, the first lead change of this race. Bruiser going to fall back now. Ron Jackson leading this race here at Daytona. Still 3 wide behind them. And now look at the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Tim now battling for the lead. He is going to take the lead away from Ron. Tim Zimmer was not in the Cup race. He is making his first start today. Actually, all week. And now look at the 17 of John Book. John's going to sneak by Tim and lead that lap. 3 wide for the lead for a moment. Here comes the yellow car. Zach Cronin for the lead. That's the number 4. Right behind him, the 75 of Eric Jacks. He's making his first start today. On the inside line there, the 15 of Stephen Pollard III. He went a lap down after a restart in the Cup race, and he is up here battling for the top 5 position. Still 3 wide. They're racing really hard here. See an aerial shot here. Eric Jack's going to lead this lap. He is out front here at Daytona. No caution yet. We've seen a lot of 3 wide racing, though. Some of these trucks are hitting the apron, hitting turn number 1. So Zach Cronin was out front. He is now falling back. There's a crash. Oh, the 15 is hard into the wall. The 10. Everybody now scrambling, trying to get by the wreck. Huge crash. The 7 of Bruce 0, the pole sitter. The 3 was involved. That's the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Oh my gosh, who's that? The 25 of Laura Lee Wiebe. The 41, Leland Fife. He's involved. A lot of trucks with heavy damage. Leland stuck on the track. There's the 50 of Tim Zimmer. 41, Leland Fife. The 15. Let's see, the 25, the 45, Ryan Benjamin, unfortunately. 25, Laura Lee Wiebe. The 10 of C.J. Williams. So, huge crash here at Daytona. Oh my gosh, there's a stack up. I don't think anybody got any damage, though. Oh, someone spun around here. Oh, that's the 51 and the 6. The 51, Lindsey Hancock. And the 6 of Cody Higginbotham. And the 50 of Tim Zimmer. I'm thinking the 10 of C.J. Williams has the most damage. Now, this is going to be the very interesting part of this race. Lap 15 is the end of the stage. And these cars, well, these trucks, going to come down pit road. So whoever makes it out might have the stage points. We're going to watch and see how pit stops work out here. Multiple trucks retiring from the race. I believe they're going to come out of pit road just as they were. The 46, the 33, the 88 moves up to 3rd. Well, let's go back and look at the reason for the caution. First caution out for the big one. Lap number 10 here at Daytona. So you see the 10 of C.J. Williams. Looks like the 20 got hit. And then, ooh, yeah, the 10, C.J. Williams, I think, got the worst damage. The 15 did get a lot of damage as well. Go back, look at another view. 15 of Stephen Pollard III. His bad luck continues here at Daytona. He was involved. Ooh, yeah, right there. He got hit hard. Ooh, the 25 as well. That is Laura Lee Wiebe. She was involved. She had a lot of damage in that wreck. Go ahead and watch from her, or watch her truck, see what happened with her. This wreck starting up near the front of the field. That's never a good thing. She got tagged by Ryan Benjamin. That's how Ryan was involved. You see the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Brew Zero was involved. I think Brew Zero might actually, I think he might have escaped without any damage. It's right on board with his truck. This is the 7 of Brew Zero, the pole sitter. Checks up. Those two trucks hit very hard, and then another crash up here. Yeah, he did get a little damage. He hit Tim Zimmer. Brew Zero running 28th right now. So we're going to have a very interesting turn of events here. I believe on lap number 15 is going to be the restart, I believe. So instead of doing what NASCAR does and throwing the caution flag out on lap 15, we are going to score the top 10 drivers, and top 10 drivers as of right now, they get the stage points. That's the 46 Dylan Eberheimen, the 33 of Logan York, the 88 of Callie Hancock, the 75 of Eric Jacks, the 18 of Damian Singletary, the 87 of Cody Rhodes, the 52 of Gavin Jones, the 20 of Yale Carrillo, the 22 Jeremiah Dwayne, and the 23 of Brendan Hancock. They all get stage points. Meanwhile, 3 cars out of the race. The 25 of Laura Lee Wiebe, the 10 CJ Williams, and the 15 of Stephen Pollard, all out of this race. So the 46 of Dylan Eberheimen getting the green flag. We are back under green here at Daytona. There's a truck on pit road. I don't know who that is. We'll have to look and see. The 17 of John Book is now on pit road. Something happening with his truck. See the 33 Logan York on the high side there. He's going to get passed by the 41 of Leland Fife. He has a lap down, that 41 car is, or 41 truck. Callie Hancock, that yellow truck, she's going to take second place away. Some of these trucks back here are damaged and off the pace. 45 Ryan Benjamin holding up some of the trucks on the outside line. We'll have to see where they are after all this, after they can get past those lap cars. So John Book is going to go 1 lap down. They are racing really crazy back here, trying to get past that 45 of Ryan Benjamin. A A lot of these drivers back here trying to get past the 45. Up front, we've got a smaller pack of trucks than what we had at the beginning of this race. 52 of Gavin Jones out front. Some of these trucks back here are going to try to catch up to this lead pack. There's a 33 Logan York. Now he is in the lead here at Daytona. 15 trucks, I believe it is, in the lead pack. 14 or 15 trucks. There's John Book, who is a lap down, or going to be a lap down soon. Actually, no, he is one lap down. Ryan Benjamin slowed everybody down, and you see the 8 of Ron Jackson. A lot of trucks single file here. But right now, it's this main group that we're going to focus on. 13, Tavis Haken, he's now out front. Logan York led that last lap, and now he's going to fall back. Gavin Jones has fallen back just a little bit. 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne now going to battle Tavis for the lead here at Daytona. Some of these drivers having better races than the Cup race. I don't think we're done with cautions yet, though. 75 Eric Jacks running second. The 98 Hunter Blade third place. We'll have to look and see where some of these trucks are further in the back. They have formed their own pack of trucks. See what the speeds are in this pack. They're about equal. Up front there, the 22, Jeremiah Dwayne. Leading this race, Eric Jack second. Third is the 13 of Tavis Haken. 3 wide right behind him. Just about halfway through this race. We did not throw the caution out for the stage end because we were already under caution. So the top 10 cars at that point did get stage points. We'll show you how we're going to do that after this race. A couple trucks have fallen completely off the pace. Here's the second group of trucks. Trucks here trying to catch up to the leaders. They are a little slower than the lead pack. Led by the 50 of Tim Zimmer. Tim was involved in the first crash. At 41, Leland Fife falling back just a little bit now. Double file. Tavis Haken is first right now as they run. '21 of Jacob Britt second. He won the Clash for the Cup race yesterday. They're catching the 17 of John Book. John going to go a lap down here. Another lap down. I believe John did go 1 lap down. Maybe not. Yeah, John's actually 2 laps down. He spent some time on pit road. 13 of Tavis Haken going to go up high. Almost hits John Book. Now John's going to hold up everybody here in this second pack. This is going to allow that 13 Tavis Haken to get a huge lead. Tavis, though, is going to end up losing the lead once these cars catch him. '18 of Damian Singletary, below the 21 of Jacob Britt. Can the 21 or the 18 do anything to catch the 13 and pass him? They're just going to fall right back behind him. Halfway in this race, now lap number 22 here at Daytona for the Truck Series. We already saw the big one early on. I'm not sure if we'll see another crash. We might. We got to find out if we will. John Book joins this pack now. He's going to be able to hold on to the draft. 3 wide, that 21 Jacob Britt falling really far back. Look at this, the 88 Callie Hancock. She goes down low. Gavin Jones right behind her. They're going to make some moves. Now Gavin Jones below Callie. He's going to make it 3 wide for second. 3 wide racing is starting to pick up yet again. 18 of Damian Singletary does not have any drafting help. He is going to fall back. Gavin Jones now up to second. Third is Callie Hancock. Tavis Haken still leading this race. Three wide from third on back in this group. 41 Leland Fife. He is a lap down, trying to catch up to the top two cars, top two trucks, try to get his lap back. However, Tavis Haken and Gavin Jones, they are separating themselves from the field. They are a little bit slower than the field. Here comes the 33 Logan York. He has cycled himself back up to third. Just as I say that, now he's on the outside line. No, he's going to clear that 97, Gary Harmon. Gary Harmon running fourth. Here's the 45, Ryan Benjamin. He is going to cause issues. Ryan is considerably slower on the track. Tavis Haken, where does he go? He is going to slow up completely. Gavin Jones on the outside, I think, might get the lead. This is going to throw this entire pack into a frenzy. Everybody now bunched up. Who is going to get past Ryan first? At 13, Tavis Haken, the 97, Gary Harmon. They're going to make it by 33, Logan York. There's the 46, the 17. The 17 is a lap down. Now, this might allow this second group to catch these trucks. See, Ryan is absolutely slowing everybody down here. 16 laps to go here at Daytona. Here comes this second group. Second group is three wide back here. We have a caution, and that will mean a late race restart. That could change how this race goes. 41 Leland Fife is going to lose the draft. Meanwhile, Tavis Haken, Logan York, and Gary Harmon are the top three. 17 of John Book is a lap down. Now the 22, Jeremiah Dwayne, running in third. A lot of single file trucks further back here. The second group now going to catch the 45 of Ryan Benjamin. Second group led by that number 3 of Axel Zero. We almost saw a crash in the first pack when they caught Ryan. Hopefully these trucks can get past Ryan without any issues. Tim Zimmer going to go up high. Some of these trucks are going to make it by without any issues. Ryan going to go all the way up into the middle of the track. Well, never mind. I don't think these trucks will make it by without any issues. Some of them do. Zach Cronin does. Go back up front here. Still have a good amount of cars in the lead draft. Tavis Haken has lost the lead. The 22 Jeremiah Dwayne led that lap, and he is the leader. John Book on the outside, he is a lap down. Actually, 3 laps down now. Now that number 20 of Yale Carrillo to the lead here at Daytona. These trucks really need a caution. See the 8 of Ron Jackson, he's about to go 1 lap down. These trucks back here, they've caught some other trucks that lost the pack. These 3 trucks lost the pack as well. 3 wide for the lead. So 13 to go here at Daytona. We've been live for 2.5 hours. Ending the Speed Weeks, the Cup Series at Daytona. Muhammad Abdullah, the 88 car in the Cup Series, he won the Daytona 500. Right now, the 22 Jeremiah Dwayne leading this race. A lot of these names were not in contention to win in the Cup race, so it's pretty cool to see some different names up near the front. At 87, Cody Rhodes running in second. It's kind of calmed down for the time being. Damian Singletary out front. He almost won the 500. He was one of the drivers in contention. Could not quite pull it off. The 87 of Cody Rhodes coming back down low. Here's the 88 Callie Hancock. She is going to try to make it 3 wide and try to take the lead away. She is going to lead this race now. And there's the 8 of Ron Jackson. He is about to go 1 lap down. Callie Hancock going to lead this truck race. 52 Gavin Jones right behind her. He is pushing her. Where are they going to go when they catch this 8 of Ron Jackson? Callie is going to go up top. I think she's going to make it by. Ron was not too slow, though. I think Ron's just going to merge in with this pack. That's the 45 Ryan Benjamin. A couple trucks there have lost the pack that they were in. 9 trucks here racing with each other. There's 3 trucks right in front of them. Meanwhile, up front here, still 3 wide. Gavin Jones is the leader. Here comes the 46, Dylan Eberheimen. Right behind him, Gary Harmon at number 97. Gavin Jones leading this race. He was not in the Cup Series race. Doing a pretty good job here in the trucks. Ron Jackson going to fall back to the back of this pack. Only 12 trucks that are on the lead lap in this pack. So right now, 12 trucks have a chance to win. 10 laps remaining here at Daytona. 3 wide again for the lead. Here comes that 97, Gary Harmon on the inside. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead. The 46 and the 52 are now in the middle and on the top lanes. So 1 caution so far. That was the big one that happened. Took a lot of cars in it, but only a few cars out of the race. We have a nice size pack of trucks here. A couple of them are a lap down. We've got some trucks kind of everywhere. Logan York back out front. Less than 10 to go here at Daytona. I think it's going to end kind of like the Cup race. They're going to catch that 45 of Ryan Benjamin, and who knows what will happen then. I don't think we're going to have another crash, but let's find out. There's still 3 wide for from second on back. 13 of Tavis Haken back out front. He has a very fast truck tonight. That 75 of Eric Jacks is now in second. He takes second place away from Logan. Where do they go when they catch the 45? See, there's 4 trucks here in a pack. And these trucks, they have caught the, well, actually, they've almost caught these 3 trucks here. So Ryan Benjamin about to go 1 more lap down here at Daytona. Tavis Haken is the leader. Out of all the truck races that we've done in this last week, this is definitely the most calm race. 13 of Tavis Haken catches Ryan Benjamin. Where is he going to go? He's going to go down low. Everybody else that's stuck on the outside, they are going to lose the, well, they might lose the draft. Top 3 trucks break away. That's a 13 Tavis Haken, the 75 Eric Jacks, the 46 Dylan Eberheimen, the 87 of Cody Rhodes. Gary Harmon is right there in 5th. 6th place, Brenton Hancock, and everybody else, they are further back. 5 laps to go, or no, 6 laps to go here at Daytona. These trucks are probably going to get a huge run, and they're going to be able to catch back up, I think. Callie Hancock, Logan York, and the 18, Damian Singletary. Damian stuck behind the lap truck of Ryan Benjamin. Damian Singletary is going to lose the draft. So up front, the pack is getting smaller. But these trucks, they're not too far apart. They're going to be able to catch back up before the end of this thing. I'm sure of it. Single file, pretty much from first to about 12th. Some of these trucks here, they've regained the pack. 7 trucks in the lead pack here. There's John Book, Gavin Jones. I believe that's the 33 Logan York. Yeah, Logan York, Callie Hancock. So the only driver that did lose the pack was the 18 of Damian Singletary. He is not going to win this race. These trucks have caught Ryan, and, well, they're going to fall back. This group here, they're the next trucks to catch the lap car, the 45 Ryan Benjamin. See what happens when they catch him, where they're going to go. So everybody pretty much rejoins the main pack. These trucks back here, they're all by themselves, but racing side by side. There's that lapped truck of Ryan Benjamin. Just a few more laps. Look at the 7 of Brew Zero. Down below the 3 of Axel Zero. Axel Zero and Brew Zero get past Ryan Benjamin. Everybody else stuck behind them. So that pack is going to break up. Whoa, Leland Fife, the 41 on pit road. Back up front here, Ron Jackson and Logan York. They're in danger of losing the lead pack. However, Logan York running in 10th place, so top 10 for him. That's not a bad finish right now, if it would end the way that they run. 3 ride behind Tavis Haken. 3 trucks out of the race. 4 of them are a lap or more down. We might have green flag pit stops here in the final 2 laps. I'm not sure. Leland Fife, that 41, came down pit road. There he is, merging back onto the track. Tavis Haken still leading this race. Gavin Jones behind him. Jeremiah Dwayne running in 3rd. Callie Hancock's made her way up to 4th. 5th place is a 23 of Brendan Hancock. 2 laps to go. This time by, it's going to be the white flag. Oh, there's a crash. The 41, Leland Fife. Huge crash on the backstretch. Brendan Hancock, Logan York. Big crash here at Daytona. Gary Harmon, the 20 of Yale Carrillo. The 87. Whoa, who was that? That's the 75, Eric Jacks. Tavis Haken is going to win the race. This is the white flag. Actually, yeah, the white flag and the caution. Tavis Haken, as long as he makes it back to the start-finish line, is going to win this race. Gavin Jones, 2nd. 3rd, Callie Hancock. 4th, Jeremiah Dwayne. And 5th is the 46, Dylan Eberheimen. Massive crash on the last lap. Well, on lap 39 out of 40. Yale Carrillo, heavy damage. See the 33, Logan York. Unfortunate for him. 41, Leland Fife. He was merging on the track after pitting, and he caused a huge crash. So for these trucks that were further back in the field, this is going to be good for some of them. They're going to gain a few positions. Now, the points are definitely going to be quite interesting. Remember, we have stage points that we gave out for the top 10 on lap number 15. So we'll have to see where that puts everybody. Last corner, here they go. Tavis Haken. His first start in the Allstar Offline Racing Series. There's a truck coming down pit road. Who is that? 2 trucks. The 3 of Axel Zero and the 24, Ben Wiebe, out of fuel. They're on pit road. Meanwhile, Tavis Haken wins here at Daytona. Tavis Hagen, his first start with our series, winning the race. See, unfortunate for Logan York and Yale Carrillo, they finished 26th and 27th. So Tavis Hagen wins the race. Gavin Jones second. Third, Callie Hancock. Fourth, Jeremiah Dwayne. Fifth, Dylan Eberheimen. Sixth, Eric Jacks. Seventh, Damon Singletary. Eighth, Jacob Britt. Ninth, Gary Harmon. 10th, Cody Rhodes. 11th, Brendan Hancock. 12th is Caleb Johnson. 13th, Alejandro Alejandro Rodriguez. Sorry about that. 14th, Sheila Harmon. 15th, Alexander Jones. 16th, Zach Cronin. 17th, Bruce Zero. 18th, Tim Zimmer. 19th, Cody Higginbotham. 20th, Hunter Blade. 21st, Lindsey Hancock. 22nd, Colton Harmon. 23rd, Tyrell Resner. 24th, Axel Zero. 25th, Bean Weeby. 26th, Logan York. 27th, Yale Carrillo. These are trucks that were involved in that crash. We will take a look at the replay here in a second. Ron Jackson, a lap down in 28th. 3 laps down, 29th place, John Book. 30th, Ryan Benjamin. 4 laps down is Leland Fife, 31st position. He had a tire go down at the end of the race. Out of the race from the first crash, Laura Lee Weeby, CJ Williams, and Stephen Pollard III. So let's go back. Before we look at the replay, let me save this before I forget. And then we're going to go back, look at the crash, look at the points for the trucks. So the 41 Leland Fife, he did come down pit road. You see him here. He's coming off of pit road. Leaders are right there. Looked like Leland has a little bit of damage. I think that was from the first crash. Leland, though, right up in front of the pack. Brendan Hancock spins him out. Leland hits the wall, almost flips, and you see everybody scattering. Logan York, unfortunate for him, he was in the running to possibly win. 7 trucks involved with that crash. Look at the crash again from a few more views. Once Leland, he just right in front of Brendan. I don't know why Leland merged up there. Leland is a rookie. First race he's run with us. So, unfortunate that that had to happen. These trucks back here, they were almost involved in it. They were on the wall. Oh, Hunter Blade actually was involved in that as well. So the 98 Hunter Blade, he hit Gary Harmon. Watch the wreck from just a couple more views here. Well, let's watch from the 87 of Cody Rhodes. Oh, there we go. The 87 of Cody Rhodes, as wreck starts to happen, and there's really nowhere to go. Cody was involved in it. Spins out. Let's watch from the onboard of the 23. That's Brendan Hancock. He is the first truck that hit the 41. He had no time really to check up. Spins the 41, and Brendan goes spinning. The 75, Eric Jacks, goes spinning, and see the aftermath. Final view of the wreck, and then we will look at the points after the first race of the truck series. Yeah, Leland he chose a bad time to merge up onto the track, and he got spun out because of it. So 10 trucks altogether involved in that crash. So Tavis Hagen, first career start, and he gets a first win here at Daytona. So 2 first-time winners, first two first-time drivers in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. Now let's go have a look at the points. Hold on 1 second, we'll get the points up here. Takes a minute or two for the OBS thing to, like, I don't know, work. There we go. So, we're going to have to, put the results in for the truck series. Now, we got to go through, let's see who all got the points. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I had to get my charger for my phone. My phone's almost dead. And that has the picture of the points. Alright, so the 46, Dylan Eberheimen. He has 50 points. There he is, I think. That's the, wait, is that the 46? Let me just look here. Yep, so the 46, Dylan Eberheimen. So he has 210 points now. Second in the stage was the 33. That is Logan York. Logan was involved in that crash, so it's a good thing that he got some stage points. So he got 45 stage points, so he is now at 135 points. That will move him up in the points. Let's see, next in the stage with 40 points, the 88, and that is Callie Hancock. So Callie Hancock with 40 points. Let's see, with 35 points, the 75 of Eric Jacks. So he has 190 points. With 30 points, the 18 of Damian Singletary. With 25 points, the 87 of Cody Rhodes. I forget where he finished. Oh, there he is. So 25 points there. The 52 of, who is that? Gavin Jones. He gets 20 points, and he finished second, so that was pretty cool for him. 195 points for that driver. With 15 points, the 20 of Yo Carrillo. Just got to figure out where he is here. Whoops, I passed him. Yo Carrillo, 97 points. 22, Jeremiah Dwayne. He gets 10 points for the stage finish. And with 5 points, the 23, Brendan Hancock. He was involved in that last lap crash. Well, the lap 39 crash. He gets 5 points towards his points total. Go ahead, calculate them, and then we will check the points out now. So the standings after the first race at Daytona. Oh, hold up. That did not save. Why did you not save? Hold on, guys. Try that again. Sometimes it does not work that well. Nope, hold up. Well, if you guys give me a few minutes, hold on 1 second. Sometimes these points thing with this program is really annoying. I just have to write something down real quick, and then I'm going to put the points back in. Alright. I believe I know what I did wrong. Whoops, in the points. Hold on 1 sec. I've got to redo that part. I went ahead and added the points on the wrong screen. This is where I have to change it. Alright, so the 46 gets 50 points. That's Dylan Eberheimen. He is at 210 points. The 33, Logan York, 45 points for him. So you would be at 135. 40 points for the 80 of Callie Hancock. Or the 88 of Callie Hancock. So she is at 210. 35 points going to the 75. That is Eric Jacks. So 35 points. Let's see. 30 points for the 18 of Damian Singletary. So he is at 181. The 87 of Cody Rhodes did get some stage points. So 25. '52 Gavin Jones got some as well, and he finished second. So 20 points for him. Whoops, 95, not 90. 15 points for the 20 of Yale Carrillo. Whoop, not 970. 10 points for the 22 of Jeremiah Dwayne. He finished fourth, so 10 points will definitely help him in the standings. And 5 points for the 23 Brendan Hancock. Where are you? Alright. There we go. We'll save the results. Calculate. Oh my god, hold on. Ugh, this program sucks sometimes. This is like a huge epic fail. Alright. Try it again. Jeez, I cannot believe this. I know he has 210, and so does she. Alright, so 33. And hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Literally sounded like somebody was inside my house. I think it's just the wind. Alright, Eric Jacks, 75. So then the 18 of Damien Singletary. I do know this works as far as adding points to the, or like custom points. It's just, I don't know, I did it the other day. Real quick, I'm going to type in each person, or I'm going to write down how many points they have in case it doesn't work. That way I don't have to take as much time doing this. But yeah, it does work. I had it working the other day, actually, so... Alright, let's take a deep breath and hope that it works this time. Save the results. Actually, yeah, I think that's... I just hit the standings instead of calculate. There we go. So, finally, the points after race number 1. Dylan Eberheim and Callie Hancock tied for first. Gavin Jones third, 15 points back. Eric Jack is fourth, he's 20 points back. Tavis Haken fifth, 25 points back. You see all the way back to last, 149 points. Now, with their stage points, Logan York, he's in 12th in points, tied with Brendan for 11th, actually. So he finished further back around 26th. but with his stage points, he is up to 12th. Yel Carrillo, 24th in the points. He is tied with Colton Harmon. A lot of the drivers with points, with the stage points, they are up near the front. So far, very interesting as far as points go. Dylan Eberheim and Callie Hancock, both tied. And the winner of the race, Tavis Haken, all the way down, he is 5th in points, even after he won the race. 25 points back. I will keep the points here for a few minutes if you guys want to check it out and see where you're at, or where everyone else is. Very interesting set of races tonight. Saw 2 crashes in the truck series. We only saw 1 crash in the cup race, which was really surprising. I thought we would see a lot more than that in an 80-lap cup race. But overall, really good racing. It's been a lot of fun live streaming this entire event. Hopefully you guys had fun watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Pretty good racing for the most part. If you missed the cup race, if you missed the truck race, or bits and pieces of it, don't worry, because we are going to post highlight videos. I'm not sure if I can get them posted tonight, but by tomorrow we will have the highlight videos posted for both the cup and the truck series. You can see what you missed. See all of the drama from the cup race. There was a lot of drama in the cup race. Truck race had a good bit of drama, a lot of action, and a crash at the end, which put us under caution for the end of the race. But until then, you guys can see the highlight videos that are posted tomorrow. See all the action that you missed. We will see you guys next week. Now, let me look at the schedule real quick, wherever I put it. Next week, the truck series is off. It will just be the cup series next week. That will be next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as always. If it changes, be sure to watch a video on Saturday or Sunday. I always try to update everybody a few days before, if I possibly can. But next week is ISM, so we will see how the racing is there. Should be a fun race as well. Until then, thank you all for watching. It's been over 3 hours. Very tired, very hungry, and need to go eat. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy your nights. We'll see you next week.